I've lived most of my life in cities and never been on a farm for any length of time, so I don't know too much about farms or farmers. And that puts many of us city people at a disadvantage, doesn't it, when we hear a parable like the one we have today about a farm and a vineyard. A number of Jesus' parables are farm parables, harvest parables. It's harvest time, and a farmer's rounding up workers to bring it in. They're not members of his own family or regular farmhands. They're extras, maybe poor immigrants, like many immigrants today, going from place to place, hoping for work. This harvest is big, bigger than the owner expects. He's underestimated the size. He gets the first crew at 9 in the morning, not enough. He calls more workers at noon, not enough. Then at 3 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon, he's still adding more to his workforce. It's a big harvest. And that might be the first lesson we learn from this story. Don't underestimate the goodness of God. We do it all the time. God's harvests are big. And like the farmer, we may expect too little. We can underestimate the gifts of God, especially in hard times when life is more like a famine than a harvest, and so we become cynical and grumbling about everything. The hard times particularly are when we need to look at life with the eyes of Jesus. Now remember, St. John's Gospel, Jesus meets the Samaritan woman on his journey from Jerusalem to Galilee. It's a hot afternoon. Jesus, tired and hungry, stops at a well to get a drink of water. The only one he meets is a Samaritan woman, and she's not friendly at all. But then she recognizes the gift that's before her. And remember what Jesus says to his disciples when they come back from the town. In 4 months, the harvest will be here. I tell you, look, the fields are ripe for the harvest. In other words, in this simple meeting with the woman, Jesus sees the harvest has come. So keep looking at simple things that you have before you. They make us aware of God's great gifts if we can see them. Another lesson to learn from this parable is to avoid envy, one of the capital sins, envy. Are you envious because I'm generous? The owner of the vineyard says to the workers who, instead of being grateful for the generous pay they have, they're comparing what they have to someone else. Are you envious because I'm generous? Envy can so easily spoil our appreciation of what we have by wanting to be or to have something that someone else has. Envy makes us lose sight of what God has given us. Someone said, envy is the art of counting another's blessings rather than your own. So let's keep looking at our own blessings. They're always there.